The crew struggled to regain control of the aircraft, but it was too late. On 29 October 2006, ADC Airlines Flight 053 was scheduled to take off from Abuja, Nigeria en route to Sokoto. But the weather was anything but kind. Dark clouds loomed on the horizon, and many other pilots chose to wait for the weather to improve before taking off. However, the pilots of Flight 053 were determined to take off, come hell or high water. As they ascended into the turbulent skies, the wind suddenly shifted, going from a headwind to a tailwind. It was as if the plane was being pushed from behind by some unseen force. The plane was caught in what's known as a wind shear, and the engines were struggling to keep up with the rapidly changing conditions. Suddenly, the airflow to the engines was disrupted, causing both engines to experience a compressor stall.
Wind shear, wind shear, wind shear, wind shear, wind shear, wind shear, wind shear.
The aircraft lost its thrust and it entered an aerodynamic stall.
Wind shear, wind shear, wind shear.
The plane rolled to a left and began to plummet towards the ground. The crew struggled to regain control of the aircraft, but it was too late. The plane crashed, leaving devastation and heartache in its wake. In this video, we will take a closer look at the events that led up to the crash of ADC Airlines 053, the investigation that followed, and the lessons that were learned from this tragic accident. Join us as we explore the impact of this aviation disaster and what it means for the future of air travel safety. Get ready for a roller coaster ride of emotions as we delve into this gripping and heart-wrenching tale. In this video, we will go over the tragic crash of flight ADC Airlines 053. Flying is one of the greatest human achievements of our time, allowing us to explore new destinations, connect with loved ones, and experience the world in new and exciting ways. However, the miracle of flight also carries with it an inherent risk, and the crash of flight ADC Airlines 053 serves as a sobering reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of aviation safety. On the fateful day of the crash, 29 October 2006, ADC Airlines 053 was scheduled to depart from Abuja, Nigeria and arrive at the bustling city of Sokoto. However, as the Boeing 737 ascended into the sky, something went terribly wrong.
Wind shear, wind shear, wind shear, wind shear, wind shear.
Despite the heroic efforts of the flight crew, the plane crashed just minutes after takeoff, killing 96 occupants on board. The crash of Flight 053 remains one of the deadliest aviation accidents in African history, and it has had a lasting impact on the aviation industry as a whole. Through the investigation and analysis of the causes and contributing factors, the crash was led to numerous changes in aviation safety regulations, procedures, and technologies that have helped to make air travel safer for all of us. The investigation into the crash of flight ADC Airlines 053 was led by Nigeria's Aviation Accident Bureau with support from the United States National Transportation Safety Board. The team of investigators meticulously combed through the wreckage, interviewed witnesses, and analyzed data from the aircraft's black boxes in an effort to determine the cause of the accident. One of the primary factors that emerged from the investigation was the inadequate training of the flight crew. It was revealed that the captain of the flight had been flying over 30 years but had only recently been promoted to captain and had limited experience with the Boeing 737. In addition, the first officer had not completed the required training program for the aircraft type. The investigation revealed that the aircraft had a long history of mechanical problems and had been operated by multiple airlines before being acquired by ADC Airlines. The final report of the investigation highlighted these and other contributing factors to the accident, ultimately concluding that the crash was the result of a combination of human error, inadequate training and oversight, and a lack of regulatory oversight. As a result of the investigation, new safety regulations were implemented in Nigeria and around the world, including requirements for pilot training, aircraft maintenance, and air traffic control procedures, all aimed at preventing similar accidents from happening in the future. The loss of so many lives in a single accident was a wake-up call for regulators, airlines, and passengers who realized that more needed to be done to ensure the safety of air travel. One of the most significant consequences of the crash was the implementation of new safety regulations and procedures. In Nigeria, the Civil Aviation Authority introduced several new safety measures, including requirements for pilot training, aircraft maintenance, and air traffic control procedures. These measures were aimed at improving safety and preventing similar accidents from happening in the future. Airlines around the world began to review their own safety procedures and protocols, with many making significant changes to their training programs and safety culture. The accident served as a reminder that safety must always be the top priority for airlines and all stakeholders in aviation industry. For the families of the victims, the crash of Flight 053 was a profound and heartbreaking tragedy. Their lives were forever changed by the loss of their loved ones, and many struggled to come to terms with sudden and unexpected loss. It was a tragedy that we can learn from and a reminder of the importance of safety in air travel. By continuing to prioritize safety, we can ensure that such a tragedy never happens again and honor the memory of those who were lost in this accident. That's it for now.